All right, what's up? It's your boy Ronnie Two Times back in with another video, and today we have a very special story time. Now, this is a 2-for-1 video. So this is a story about how I lost my virginity and how I ate stinky coochie. Yes, I know. Before y'all start flaming me and judging me, let me explain. Let me give context so y'all understand how I got in this situation. You feel me? I am a victim of stink coochititis. Please bear with me. Now, this happened when I was a freshman in college. Yes, I was a virgin at that time. You feel me? I didn't have no experience. I didn't have nothing. Case in point, you feel me? I stopped trying after freshman year of high school. That's another story time that's coming soon that led to this. But anyways, you feel me? I just got tired of getting rejected by females, so I stopped trying. You feel me? Now, I thought it was going to be the same thing for college. So I wasn't trying and I wasn't looking forward to anything. Little did I know, the freshman bitches in college are freaky. I wish I would have known that. But anywho's, you feel me? In freshman year, at least in the college that I go to, they give you courses and classes so that you can meet other people in the same class and, you feel me, have friends so that you're not by yourself. So it's a requirement. So, my first semester, I took that class. I got partnered with this girl and we were supposed to go to college events and stuff like that. So the whole semester, we're hanging out, doing projects, going to events. We end up following each other on the gram. We start talking off of that. Now, in my mind, I'm over here just trying to be friends because I'm not expecting nothing more. She's over here trying to get a piece of me. Shit is critical. So, you feel me? One thing leads to another. She starts throwing hits at me. But at that time, I didn't know left or right. I didn't know whether you liked me or not, so I assumed that you didn't based off my previous experiences. She started hinting at me so hard that I'm like, okay, I finally understood. So I start flirting back, but I didn't make none of the moves because I didn't want to do something and fuck it up. So she kind of held charge. That woman knew what she was doing, but we'll get to that later. So you feel me? She starts talking freaky, so I start doing it back. We go back and forth and everything. Now, at this point, another reason why I was still a virgin was because at that time I lived in an apartment with my grandma and we slept in the same room, so I couldn't bring nobody over, let alone try to. It was mission impossible. That shit was not happening. But so, essentially she had the free. If you don't know what the free is, it means that your parents are barely home or your parents aren't home at all. So it was perfect. So things started lining up and she wanted to, we picked a date. You feel me? We kept talking. At that point, right? I had to make it seem like I knew what I was doing because I didn't admit to her that I was a virgin. So I started saying things that I can't even repeat. God forgive me. But, you feel me? I'm talking out my ass. I'm doing everything I can to impress her. She's buying it. I'm already in. You already know. I'm locked in. Scout her on. You know what I'm saying? So, I start, trying to practice.
What do you mean by that?
So I start watching certain things, certain X-rated videos. I'm trying to pick up things and I'm trying to get to a point where I'm not afraid to do anything, or I at least know where to go and how to do things. You feel me? I feel like I got a pretty good standpoint after a week or two of watching those type of things. So you feel me? We finally lock in the date for the extracurricular activities. It's about to go on. So a week later, after all the talking, after texting, we finally link. Now she scooped me. I was passenger princess. I was living life. All right, so essentially after she picks me up, we end up going to her house. Now this is where shit starts to get real freaky. Now she ends up, telling me to sit down on the couch. We sit down, we're talking. I'm still nervous. And, but one thing leads to another, we start making out. And now I have never, ever, ever experienced anything like this ever. Even still to this day. What happened on that couch was crazy. Now, we start making out. And she starts taking it further and further. She starts biting my tongue, biting my lip. She starts licking my gums. She comes over behind my ear and starts whispering dirty shit to me.
You's a freaky ass nigga. Fuck you mean?
She's over here pulling my beard hair, slobbering all over my neck and shit.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I was getting freaked on. I was getting freaked. It was a freakatation. The shit that happened on that couch should never be spoken of. Like, this is folklore shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally after we was done on that couch, that shit had to be contaminated, sprayed down, burnt, and, or I don't know, sent to fucking Goodwill. Because you cannot sit on that couch after the shit that happened on there. Lord forgive me. But you feel me? One thing leads to another, you feel me? I have to match that energy. Because I was talking all that shit through text. So I was giving her back the same thing. I did some cringy shit, I'm not gonna lie, but we're not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna self-incriminate myself like that. But anyways, you feel me? She starts dragging me upstairs. You feel me? I already got it in. I'm locking it in. You feel me? Clothes start flying off. Now we're at the bottom piece. Panties, the most important part. Now I start taking them off. As I start taking them off, I start getting hit with Popeye seasoning, KFC seasoning. It's smelling like seafood boil. I'm at the bottom of the Marina Trench. It is Davy Jones' locker. It stinks like seafood in there. But you feel me? In my research, I heard that pH balance was delicate. So I either smell like this or it smell like that. So I ignored it. Now I'm over here gasping for air because that shit stunk so fucking bad that I could not breathe. Every time I breathed in it, I could taste it, hear it, smell it, see visions of it. That's how strong it was. Every time I blinked, I felt like I was in SeaWorld. Shit was crazy. You feel me? But you know, I got to see it through. I already talked my shit. So you feel me? I got to do what I got to do. I finish. She finishes. You feel me? Boom, we're done. Now this is where the red flags start coming in. I start trying to talk to her. She's not having it. She's turning the other way, ignoring me. I'm like, damn, does my breast stink or something? Like, on. I tried kissing her before I left. She didn't want to, even though we was doing all that freak shit on the couch and in her bed. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, maybe I just don't understand how females are after sex. So let me just, you feel me, go past that. We start doing it 3 or 4 more times. The same thing happens again and again. Now, due to some unseen circumstances and some unfortunate events, we ended up stop talking. You know, on some cordial stuff. The fling ended. I got another body. I ended up getting another one. So I'm like 4 or 5 bodies in. You feel me? College changed me, turned me into a freak. And that's when I finally put 2 and 2 together. I had been bamboozled. I have become a victim of stankuchatitis. Now, this girl didn't give me no red flags that she stunk because she was a girly girl. She always dressed nice, did her makeup. She always smelled nice. You feel me? She was a girly girl from up top and a demon from down below. Shit was crazy. Now, you feel me? God is good and God is great. Sophomore year comes around. You feel me? I finally get to get my closure because guess who's in my class? Her again. And guess who's my partner? Her again. Do you feel me? Like 2 weeks go by and I'm still not the person who I am today. Because if I would have seen her, I would have deadass said it the first time and the first opportunity I got to speak to her. I was still shy and I didn't want to embarrass her and I didn't want to embarrass myself. But it was killing me on the inside. Y'all like, so essentially, you know, I finally mustered up the courage to go speak to her. And essentially, you know, I asked her, I'm like, yo, why is it every time I came down and went back up, you didn't want to kiss or talk to me? Furthermore, why is it that when I was down there, it felt like I was over here digging for the crusty crab, trying to find the secret Krabby Patty formula? Why did it feel like I was a fisherman trying to find Moby Dick? Why did I feel like a pirate searching for treasure? Why did I feel like I was in the fish market? You know what she says to me? Oh, I don't believe in keeping it clean down there.
No.
When I tell you my life flashed before my eyes when she said that, my heart dropped into my eyes, back up, out my mouth, jumped back in, back down to my ass. I said, wow, that's tough. So that's what we're doing now. So you had me going down there, deep sea diving with the fishes and the tuna and the tilapia, and you didn't want to warn me? You don't want to tell me? You didn't even have the decency to take a shower? Okay, cool. So she ended up feeling embarrassed and everything after, you feel me, I was visibly upset. You feel me? I could keep my emotions, you feel me, level. I'm very level-headed. But in that instance, I almost lost my shit. But anywho, you feel me? So she ended up, you know, apologizing and everything. And so I'm not as petty. Like I'm just like right now, like if it would have happened to me today, I would have blasted the hole all over everywhere. But back then, I'm not as, you feel me? I'm still a youngin'. I didn't know what's up. So I wasn't as petty. So I let it be bygones, you know, water under the bridge, no pun intended. And so you feel me? Now we're here today. Advocate for stink cooch otitis. But anyways, this was just a quick story, guys. You know, if you guys liked this, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see more. I got other videos coming on the way. So enjoy. I'll catch y'all later.